All right, it's time for another episode of the Archives on calling all turkeys. Today's hunt took place back in 2010 with my nephew Preston down in Florida. Now, I'd filmed Preston get his first turkey in 2008 in South Carolina. He shot a Jake, and I'll show you guys a little snippet of that right now.
Preston, don't move. Don't move. Get your gun on him. Wait. As soon as he clears the tree, let him have it. Good shot. Go out there and get your bird.
All right, so now we're headed to Florida, 2010, and we're going to try and get his first longbeard. He got his first Jake, first turkey, and hopefully his first longbeard will be an Osceola. But anyway, we got out there the first morning and we had a few birds around.
Set your collar down. Try your box collar. Sounds like they're on the ground. Sounds like they may be on the ground. Still, Preston, because the goblin will stay here. Eyeballs to look for little white heads off in the distance. Try and use little holes in that vegetation to see through. Yeah, they're getting closer. I think I hear drumming. That's perfectly fine. That's a good turkey. It's a good one. It's a good beard on him. It's a gobbler. Whatever you know, wait. You have to let him get past them trees. Wait, if you want to shoot him, you can shoot him right there. Wait. Alright, shoot him. Shoot him. Preston, you missed him.
I did?
Yeah.
He flew back down.
Yeah, but he ran off. Sit still. It's alright. First morning. We'll get him. We'll get after another one. Did you line up on the base of his neck?
Well, you said shoot him. He started turning back. So I tried to put it on him faster. I guess I went off of him.
That's my fault. I shouldn't have pushed you. Just sit here real quiet. We can get on another bird here in a little bit. We'll go up through the woods somewhere. Try and get another one.
That was a tough one right there, seeing that miss. I remember it just like it was yesterday. My nephew had a little bit of tears in his eyes. His eyes were watering a little bit. He figured that was going to be his only shot at getting a bird. I was hoping it wouldn't be, and I felt that we might, we had a good chance of getting on other birds. We had, I think, 4 or 5 days total to hunt there. We hunted the rest of the day until the 1 o'clock shut off. Then we scouted that evening, but we didn't locate any more birds. So the next morning we had to go in there blind again, and Preston hit his owl hooter, and we located some birds.
Let's get set up. He's on the ground. He flew away from us, it sounds like.
So it was clear to us that these birds were not going to budge from their location. They were off, I don't know, couple hundred yards, it sounded like. And we decided it was time to move towards them. And initially, I probably should have moved earlier, but I thought, if we called enough that, the way these birds are gobbling, they might come towards us. But at any rate, we decided to move towards them, and my strategy was to get within their bubble. And what I mean is, if you can get within 100 yards of a turkey, it seems their demeanor changes drastically. Instead of them just gobbling and wanting us to come to them, or just gobbling at our calls, you get to a certain distance, within a bird, close to a gobbler, it's like a switch goes off. As soon as they hear that hen talk, now that's a hot bird that'll come running to you. And I think that's what happened as we were walking up this trail. And I would show you satellite images and stuff like that, but for 2 reasons I don't want to show that. Number one, I don't want someone figuring out where we were at in case we ever get a chance to go there again. And number 2, it really doesn't help any, because the terrain all looked the same. If I showed you a satellite image, it just looked like a bunch of trees, and you wouldn't really gain any helpful information from that, in other words. So basically it was flat terrain. We just walked up a trail, and I guess we got to within 100 yards of those birds, and before Preston could make another call, they sounded off on their own, so we knew where they were at. So now we just scrambled to get set up, and I figured it wouldn't take much to get those birds to come in since we were so close, and that's basically what happened.
Turn your body slightly to the right. There, use this. No, don't stop. There's a little tip. When you hear a hawk or something going by, don't call while he's doing it, because the turkey's going to gobble to that hawk and you're going to think he's gobbling to you, or he can't hear you because of the hawk. Let the hawk go on by. Now you can go. Let him go. Oh, I got to rub these when it's gone. Easy, learn slowly, hold on. Slowly. Ease your gun up slowly. Be still. Still. It's a good one too. Remember to aim down the barrel.
Click it.
Yeah. Be still. Be still. Slowly ease your gun up. Slowly, slowly. Ease it up until you show me. Alright, get on, alright? Now be still. Be still. Be still, Preston. Don't move you at all. You stay right there where you're at. Don't move your head. I know it's tough. Still. Okay, I hear another one drumming. Be still, Preston. Please. Try it for a bit. Huh?
There's another one coming.
Yeah, I told you that, I heard. Where's he at? Okay. That's the one you need to worry about.
See him?
Yeah. Wait. Don't move. Whenever he clears this brush, you can shoot him. Can you shoot him? Shoot him. Shoot.
Yes! Yes! I was nervous as crap.
Good job, buddy. How's that feel?
Great.
You want to go check your bird out? Go check him out.
Well, I appreciate you guys sticking with me as we take a look back through the archives. I got about 2 or 3 more hunts coming up, I think, that are good enough quality to be worthy of sharing. So stick with me as we get those put together and posted on the channel. Hope you guys are all excited about turkey season as much as I am. It won't be long. We'll see you guys next time.